I go hard in the motherfucking paint, nigga.
Hi, we're Stolas and you're watching CaliberTV.
Start by you guys introducing yourselves and tell us what you do in the band.
I'm Sergio and I play guitar.
I'm Jason, I play guitar and I sing.
I'm RJ, I play bass.
I'm Carlo and I play drums.
And if you could describe the band in 4 words, for one word for each of you, what would it be?
Sail.
The.
Guys, this is gonna take way more than
Yeah, it's gonna take more than
It's 6 words.
Oh, okay.
Do it again, start over. Start over. Be legit about it.
Confused.
Balanced.
Nostalgic.
Schizophrenic.
Do you think 2 more? No, that's it. I thought you guys said you needed 6.
Well, we actually have 6 words.
We make up acronyms for Stolas.
And
the one we were gonna do was sail the ocean with a sea.
But that wouldn't work.
Yeah.
There's only 4 of us.
Okay, how did the band start out, and how did you decide on the name?
Well, the band started out between me and Jason have known each other since we were 5, but we've been playing music together since we were 12. And then we moved to Vegas to play music, and Jason and RJ and Sergio, they've known each other for a good time, and we've all played in different bands, but we just a couple years ago got together just to jam, and it kind of just turned into something that was
I like
really
to
cool.
explain it like a love affair. Like we were on different bands, and then we cheated on those bands, and we started to fall in love, and then it just happened.
Yeah.
And Stolas is just a name that, to be honest, just sounded cool at the time. There was no like reason behind it. It just sounded cool.
No meaning really, just
No,
the sound.
it came from somewhere. Go ahead.
It's a demon in this book. I forgot what the book is called, but some guy just wrote it. I just found it on Wikipedia, like any good band name.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's a demon, but I'd like to say that it's not recognized by any major religion, so we're not satanic or.
Yeah, it's also
We're
a
not
good
trying
demon.
to be satanic in any way.
Yeah,
It's
no
not-
Satanism.
Yeah, we just really like owls. That's it.
So, how do you guys feel about being the first band on Will Swan's record label, and how were you guys approached by him? How did that all go down?
Go to Sergio. Sergio, you explain it.
I went on the Rock Yourself to Sleep tour with DGD, Hail the Sun, A Lot Like Birds, I the Mighty, The Orphan, the Poet, because Hail the Sun needed a fill-in guitarist, and I had known them from a few years before. And then DGD needed a guitar tech, and they hired me. And then they had 2 other guitar and bass techs, and they fired them to cut costs, and they started to they had me do all the work. And instead of paying me more, they just put me on a bunk on their bus, and that's when I started talking to Will, and that's how I got to know him. And he threw the idea out that he wanted to start a record label, and then he listened to my band and was like, "You guys should be my first band." Kind of brief way.
It definitely feels unreal for sure. Like it's something that I never would expect happen. It just unreal. But thanks to Sergio over here, it happened. So
So, what was the experience like working in the studio, working with all the guest vocals that you guys had, and then getting Josh Benton and Chris Crummett?
it was really cool to work with those people. We didn't have too many guest vocals planned. We only had Kurt and Donnie, but it was really cool to meet them all. Like I've never met anyone except for Donnie. Like I knew Donnie from previous shows, but everybody else was just super, super nice. I guess I kind of wasn't expecting that at first, but everyone was just super nice with open arms, and they were just really cool to take off of.
And Josh is like really awesome to work with.
Yeah,
He's a
Josh.
cool dude.
So, is there anyone you guys would like to work with in the future? Anyone else you guys would like maybe feature?
I think moving forward, like we'd be open to the idea of featuring vocalists, but I think something like I'd really like to highlight with this record is we never went in there thinking like, oh well, Will Swan just signed us. We can get all the we can get all the DGD singers and then some. Like, we put them in there because we were like, oh, you know what? Like Kurt Travis, his like voice would really help with the texture of this part in Medusa.
Yeah.
Same with Johnny Craig. Like it felt like a good fit. So like moving forward, I think if anything, we would probably move away from having guest vocalists just to do our own thing. I think the music we have on Living Creatures is still very representative of what we're doing as a band. There's a lot of tracks on there that don't even have guest vocals at all, and even the ones that have them, I think, are still very strong. But I don't know about featuring or guest vocals. We're still open to it, but it's not something moving forward where we're like, yeah, you know what, we've established ourselves as a band that cranks out a bunch of guest spots, so let's keep with that. We'll change direction if
Maybe
we
at
need
least
to.
not as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so your debut album, Living Creatures, has been out for a couple weeks now. How has the response been?
It's been pretty good. We released it March 14th, and since then we've had, I don't know the exact number, but it's been received very well on the internet. It's been sold a lot on Bandcamp and iTunes, and it's on Spotify. I just saw that it's on Amazon.
It's on Xbox Music.
If anybody's
right?
listening, that's just
Xbox
cool.
Music, yeah.
If anybody's listening, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, we don't really. I mean, it's cool if people buy it, but even if just people like take a listen to it, like that's what makes us stoked.
Actually, the other day on YouTube, I saw that this kid did a unclean vocal cover of Medusa, and I thought that was really
Already?
cool. Like, I felt
That's
super privileged. That was awesome.
So what are you guys' favorite songs to play live?
My favorite guest spot is definitely Corey Lockwood's part, and just that part gets me really pumped. So I love playing that. I love playing that part live on Captured Light, last song on the album.
Medusa's my favorite, and then followed by Destroyer. Both of those are just really great songs to play live. They're just fun.
I love playing Our Last Night on Earth. It just feels like a short story, just in the whole overall narrative of the song. Yeah. Oh, really? Cool. It's just so much fun to play, and it really just builds up and then kind of dies down, and then just the whole thing of it is very dramatic, and I'm a sucker for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I like this song.
I like Thief in the Hourglass a lot.
So how's the tour been going so far?
Fun. It's fun. Still feels pretty DIY, and it's just another adventure, but it's good. It's really fun.
It's becoming less an adventure and more of about playing shows as compared to like our first tour. Our first tour, we had a few shows that got canceled, so we ended up like taking days off and going like Sequoia Park and things like that, which it totally felt like we were just like four dudes just going and having a vacation, like, and having a crazy adventure.
Just traveling,
And it still
having to
feels
play
like that,
shows.
but it's more about shows.
It's still really fun, but it's getting a lot more professional. But I mean, we get along so well that like every new town we're out screwing around or having a lot of fun. Like it still feels like a big vacation in a lot of the ways, but at the same time we're taking this a lot more seriously with all of the momentum that's built up.
What were the first concerts you guys have each attended?
Well, the first
Escape the Fate.
my first concert I ever went to was Sister Hazel in LA.
Mine was the Drive-Thru Invasion tour.
The first like legit show I ever went to was Pearl Jam in Vegas, like in 2007.
Okay, so what's the most embarrassing thing that has happened to you guys on stage?
My set used to be pretty bad, my drum set, and it used to just fall apart every show, and that's probably the most embarrassing thing. Tom's falling over and my kick drum coming apart, and yeah, that's probably the most embarrassing.
I fell over one time while I was in another band with Sergio called Elisar. I was just getting down really hard, and then I just lost my balance and fell flat on my back, and I just played the rest of the song lying down.
If we go back, for me, I played in this band called the Akashic Record, and we had our first drummer who was not good at all. He just started and everything. Like, I'm not hating on him in any way, but he just started, and we were playing a song, and in the middle of it, he just stopped and was just like, I'm sorry, I can't.
I was there.
And he was there, and it was just, and some guy in the back was like, he yelled, "You suck!" And it was just, after that moment, nothing could get more embarrassing. So I think that's when my career finally started.
about you?
I fell down a flight of stairs that was right behind the stage. It was not. It was like 5 stairs, but it still hurt a lot. And like, I don't know.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that was it.
So is there anyone you guys would like to tour with in the future?
Brand new RX Bandits, no effects.
Carlo got mine, brand new.
A lot like Birds, Hail the Sun, DGD would be cool. Closure in Moscow, The Deer Hunter. That's mine. Yeah.
The Paper Chase, but they broke up. Between the Bird and Me, Radiohead, but this is a ton of bands that we wouldn't really fit the genre, but it'd still be really cool to play with. Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
So is there any last words you guys would like to say to the fans?
I just want to say thank you for listening and just keep spreading our music. It's been unreal.
Thank you, and if you come out, just come and give us a hug or something.
Or kiss.
If anybody's at all interested, for the June tour, we're gonna have like a small chapbook that tells the story of Living Creatures, the overall concept of the album, and that'll be out for that tour for about $5. If anybody's curious.
Is there pictures in it or just words?
Yeah, it'll be illustrated. Yeah, it'll be illustrated, and each song will be a chapter, and it'll tell like what's going on in the story with each chapter.
Is it by the same person who did the album cover? Or?
No, I'm still trying to find an artist. I'm not sure who we're gonna use yet.
Okay.
We love you all, you beautiful creatures.